Hey butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life for money and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel, as well as all of the channel members and the members over on my website. Thank you for your continued support. We just wrapped up, semester 2 with our Butterfly School of Transformation. And so this whole semester was a vibe, honey, okay? Feel free to check out my website on details of joining the school in preparation for semester 3. That will be starting soon. So this ancestor message, y'all, I was feeling, oh my gosh, there's so many different messages that was coming with this one. But the first one of what I was feeling, I guess I'm gonna use my new deck. I'm still learning all the cards, but I love this deck. First off, it was a gift. But it's giving this energy of not forcing yourself like too heavy at this time. Sometimes, you know, fear can push you like, I don't want to say over the edge, but push you to just feel like everything is so dire, everything is so immediate, when in reality you're meant to just remain calm at this time. You're not meant to like overwork yourself or over push yourself or over force yourself to do certain things, okay? It's just giving like this energy of urgency. May feel like it's been following you or following other people around you, feeling like everything is so urgent and dire and like you got to jump to it right now. But it's giving this vibe of things are not as urgent or as dire as it may feel or seem like or appear like at first glance, okay? And so that's the first vibe of what I'm getting into with this reading. And I may go to the deck, I mean not the deck, but to the book with this deck, because I'm still like I said, I love this deck, but I like reading the book too. I've read it a couple times, and I remember only weekly live, but for some reason I felt the need to do it today. And so it is in my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out at the end of this session. And that's in my description box. All right, so we have the 8 of Knives and then the 6 of Knives, okay? And so with this 8 of Knives, it's giving this energy of, you see how she's looking in the mirror and she sees herself, she sees like what's going on in that moment, but not really paying attention to the things that's really bothering her behind her back. And this is really giving that energy with the 6 of Knives, like not trying to force yourself away from the process is what it's giving, because it looked like he, you know what I'm saying, 6 of Knives is typically like a journey into the next thing, right? But on here, he's climbing this cliff and that cliff is oddly shaped, you know what I'm saying? So you got to stay focused. But it gives this energy of not ignoring the things that you need to focus on and pay attention to, and like the whys, why you're feeling a certain type of way or what got you to where you're at now, is getting this vibe of needing to give focus and attention to that. I do want to read from the book on this 8 of Knives. So, and this is an ancestor deck as well. All right, so a woman looks at herself in the mirror. She is wrapped in a towel covered in knives. The knives represent the fears creating her self-made prison. The fear of failure, fear of lack, fear of abandonment, fear of being alone. The fears trap us in a place of feeling powerless, confused, or lost. While the chaos and trauma that created the fear may be over, the scarring from the past experiences paralyzes you from seeing what keeps you stationary. It is time to face what you have been avoiding. Difficult times may have taught you to doubt yourself or your mind or encouraged you to act small. The 8 of Knives is a call to reclaim your mental health. Challenge self-doubt, feeling damaged or worthless. You, just like the woman, do not have to remain trapped. Work toward being whole and feeling comfortable in your own company without the weight of the towel. And it's giving a vibe of, yeah, paying attention to what's really bothering you and what's really affecting you at this time. Because, you know, this, like, when I was seeing this 4:44 in the time, like, he's climbing up this oddly shaped, you know what I'm saying, mountain. Like, it gives this vibe of wanting to get away from something that you don't want to pay attention to, but it's kind of difficult, right? And so that's when we force ourselves to do things because we're trying to get past something that is just like, it's super difficult, you know, in that time of wanting to deal with. But when we deal with it, it makes the journey and the process better. But all of this is really making me think of like mental, okay? Where are we at? What is our thought process? How are we viewing life? How are we viewing opportunity? How are we viewing what's available to us at this time, you know? Okay, ancestors. I love how this deck shuffles. All right, spiritual energy, ancestors. The Father of Baskets. And this energy with the Father of Baskets, because he's picking like the fruit and stuff that had grown from the crop. It gives this all natural, healing, healthy. The Father of Baskets is a balance between feminine and masculine energy as well. Seeing the abundance of what can be when you have a balanced emotional state and connecting to your emotional self. And to go to the Father of Baskets from the Eight of Knives, you know, it's a process to get there, but you have to acknowledge, you know, and then this fruit, it makes me think of like food for the mind, you know, what are you feeding yourself physically? So what are you eating? What are you feeding yourself mentally? You know, what are you allowing into your mental space? What are you feeding into yourself spiritually? What are you doing for your spiritual health? How are you rebalancing yourself? How are you keeping your space clear? How are you keeping your space cleaned out? You know what I'm saying? To keep you in a good mental space, basically. Because you see how both of these cards have like a dark energy, like a darker type of glow to it. But then you get to the Father of Baskets, it's more of like a brighter energy. So that just comes after dealing with what may be bothering you below the surface that you're choosing not to look at, you know, and choosing to get through the journey of healing and processing what is, you know, gotten to you, you know. Because after you go through that difficult hump, it's like it's smooth sailing. You get what I'm saying? And once you start the journey, don't you even dare trying to go back, okay? Because you try to go back, you're going to find yourself in a more difficult space than, you know, even trying. So it's like once you start, you got to keep going. Or you'll keep yourself like stuck in a state of, you know, fear. So don't hide how you're really feeling right now. Allow yourself to process how you're really feeling. You know, I do have journal prompts that I release every week on my website. So you can either just go to the blog and, you know, look at the new blogs every Sunday evening, or you can sign up for my newsletter and I send out the journal prompts once a week. Or you can get them from watching the Divine Soul Therapy sessions as well. But it's to help you process through like your shadow side, who you are, what you're feeling, you know. You have the Daughter of Wands. And this makes me think of like catching flights and not feelings energy with the Daughter of Wands, like traveling. It's like she's at the airport, right? Or some type of travel station. And it's 1:20 on the clock. I didn't even notice that. And so it's 1:20 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? She's out. She's feeling good. Daughter of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This is the traveling. But this also makes me think of like how today in class I was sharing with them when it comes to, you know, connecting to your ancestors and how to identify different ancestors. It could be by you expanding your knowledge and learning about different cultures and things of that nature, to allow yourself to be exposed to that energy, and your spirit is going to know what to be connected to or how to connect to it. And so this may be you expanding your knowledge or your understanding of something around you. Going back to school for some of you all, or just learning something that helps you with like a specialization that you have in some kind of way. But some of you all may need to actually, I just heard like get away and have like time to yourself. And it's not saying like, you know, oh, get away and just go lay on the beach and be like, I'm getting a sense of going out into Mother Nature and like allowing yourself to just release. You know what I'm saying? So you may need to find some time or the ability to get away from home or from everything that is familiar to you at this time, of who you know, okay, or what may feel like home, in order for you to like totally let go. You may need to get away. Also to like see things from another perspective, you know, by being in a new location, a new place, it can help you see something a little differently. And this can even be by like you going to like a hiking trail on the other side of town or something. It doesn't have to be you actually taking a flight somewhere, but some of you all have been wanting to take a trip and go somewhere different and just like experience something different. And I'm definitely getting in here that you need to do that. Like you need to experience that. Ace of Coins is going to give you like a new approach of life, on life, because baby, she out living her best life, honey. Okay. She has her seashell. I love how she has locks on in here, baby. That 2-piece is cute. Okay. But it's just giving this abundant energy, you know, this abundant energy, being open to new beginnings, being open to what can be or what is possible for you or what is meant for you, you know. But this comes with you addressing how you really feel, balancing yourself, and then allowing yourself to just fully expand. What's up after this Ace of Coins, though? What's up after this Ace of Coins, though? Okay, ancestors. You have the 10 of Coins. So a sense of togetherness, a sense of family, I feel like a connection, like feeling like you'll be guided, divinely guided to whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever it is that you're building. Like, like that Ace of Coins is going to lead to the 10 of Coins. Look at this family picture, okay? Look at this family picture. And it just gives this vibe of like fully being taken care of. And after addressing what may have hurt you, allowing yourself to make it to the end, like to the other side, you know? It all starts with addressing and being honest about how we feel about it versus trying to not pay attention to it or hide it, you know. It's just giving that vibe of addressing whatever it is that's bothering you, getting through the difficult energy, but then eventually getting to the space to where, you know, it all just flows, right? But in every hero's journey, you know, that's just a cycle of life, you know. Start the journey, go through it, fight the fights, you know what I'm saying? You win and you learn a new lesson and you go a little further. All of a sudden, you start the journey all over again. That's life. And so it's like, how do we go through that hero's journey? How do we process through those difficult times in order to bring us out on the other side, you know? But this is also giving the energy of you having the help and the support of your ancestors on the other side. But they want you to be able to embrace what it is that you're learning through at this time too. You know, things aren't always going to look exactly how you want them to look, because we're all meant to be here to experience life. And how we experience life is going to be different. But the best we can do is to do the best that we can do as we're experiencing here on this earth, you know. And this is giving that vibe. of allowing yourself to experience what you are meant to experience here on this earth. You know, we don't need to hide from all parts of ourselves. Like, we can embrace every part of ourselves. It's totally fine, you know. I just noticed on the back of this card, it has the 4 different symbols, but the 4 different symbols relates to the different suits on here as well. I didn't realize that. Wait, which one is the knife then? Oh, I guess it's that. And then that's the baton. So that must be the earth, because that's the symbol on the Ace of Coins. And then, yeah, that's the baskets. Oh, that's cute. I think that's what it means. Yeah, this is the vibe, though. Allow yourself to get through the difficult energy, the difficult time, and it'll all make sense. I love y'all. I feel a couple more messages potentially coming, so yeah. As always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.